All right, here we go. What is it? Saturday night?
Saturday night. And we got our winner with us.
We do.
Wow, I'm impressed, man.
Good job.
Good job.
Mike.
Good job.
I was determined to crack that code. I didn't know if I'd be the first one to do it, but I was determined to crack it.
How long were you working on it?
How'd you figure it out?
Well, the first part, once I immediately knew you weren't talking about a loan, that was easy. Second part, a day later. But the last part took me, I really didn't figure it out until just minutes before I got the congrats after posting my last comment. I knew I had it, but and then I was thinking, you dumb motherfucker, it was right there in front of you the whole time. So I don't know why I didn't get it sooner.
Yeah, a lot of people were taking that 30 and they were getting the 30 and then they were going 5,000 or some really, got the 30,000 here and then they're dropping way down to 5 or 7. I'm thinking, man, it's right there in their face,
Yeah. I want to read again what I said in the code so I can tell you how we explained it. You were a little, you technically you nailed it. There was just a little part where we had difference, but it's the same thing. See, I go, hey, Cayuchi, I have a friend that's going over there and is looking to buy a house. He's short about 100 grand. What's the interest rate on 100 grand loan with an agency that doesn't ask for so much red tape? Cayuchi answers me, well, with a 3% down, I know rates between 3% down, I can get you a rate of 5 to 7% interest a year, right? Okay, here's the answer to the code. Obviously, I'm sending over 100 bricks, right? 3% down, that means it's in the 30s, right? 5 to 7% interest a year means it's between 35,000 to 37,000 a brick. That's the answer. So you were dead on the price. Very good, very good. I'm impressed. I honestly thought it was going to take longer. I told you last night. I thought it was going to take longer, but very good, man. Very good.
I didn't think anyone was going to crack it. I was like, oh fuck, we're going to have to start giving out other videos and shit to give people to
narrow down the hints. That's what we were thinking. The guy that said that I had given away the conversation on that other show and I did it twice, right?
Randy, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna come out there and say, hey, I'm giving you a hint. Those were hints.
Yeah.
So, more or less where you had to go and what we were talking about. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good, Mike. So when do you want to come?
Well, I'll have to talk about the dates and see what dates you guys got.
Okay. Well, we got space in April, the April trip, and then I don't know if you can make it in April, or if not, one of the other trips that we're planning on the following months. You got to let us know more or less when you're available.
April's good. April 1st is my birthday, and so beautiful. That's a perfect present.
Yeah, the trip is on April 13th, right? 13th through the 18th.
Right. It's okay. Easter. It's Easter week. It's going to be Easter weekend over there.
Exactly, through the 18th, and it's a poppin' part of the year that it's hype over here. We're trying to keep it where when you guys get here, you're not going to be just waiting on us and nothing to do. There's plenty to do over here in those times that we're coming, that we're planning the trips. Okay. What do you do for a living?
April 13th.
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do for a living? What do you dedicate yourself to?
Well, I'm a process lead at a new company that's starting up in West Virginia. It's Clorox, but not the bleach.
Clorox? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're making they make cat litter. They're going to try the cat litter business.
Well, fuck, I got a cat to fucking help you out over here. This fucking cat would shit on the couch just to piss you off. I'm telling you, litter box clean, everything clean, and he'll piss in the litter box and then shit on the couch and run like a motherfucker. Excellent. And bury it. He buried it with my socks once, not once, multiple times.
Really?
Grab my socks because laundry's folding shit over here, nice. Yeah. Go take a shit over there and grab the socks and bury it like my socks are fucking turd underneath the socks.
That's gonna be evil, man. they're pissed at you. They'll do some shit to you. You know what I mean?
Like a Mancun.
But
He might have been the one that turned you off the other night on that video when you disappeared for a little while and couldn't figure it out. You said, I didn't touch nothing.
His ass might have stepped on the fucking one of those things. Who knows?
Exactly.
But yeah. The kitty litter's they got this one now. I had this other kitty litter. That shit's fucking horrible. Stinks. And now I got a new one. Clumps up like a clay ball. You're like, finish. All right. Good shit.
Right. Cool. Mike, do you have anything you want to ask us? I mean, this is part of the prize also. You know, you get to ask us questions, and I don't know, maybe something that the public probably want to know.
Yeah, sure. So I guess first of all, I want to touch on something that you guys covered earlier in the video. For you, Carlos, what are your plans, or have you thought about applying for a lease or trying to see if you can get not a lease, a visa, to see if you can come over?
Yeah, I have one of my oldest daughter. Since they're U.S. citizens and everything, we've actually got an attorney already, and they're gonna present my case and see what we can work out, because like I was saying before, my case is really, honestly, it's not that serious. And for me to get deported for life, I mean, I don't think it's fair. Yeah, I know I did a lot, but I didn't get caught for it. I mean, we got to stay with what's on paperwork. You know what I mean? So I'm working on it. I'm working to get back, you know.
Well, you shouldn't have too hard of a time, because I'll tell you what, politicians are crooks over here. And so, you know, when they compare what you did to what they do, it's, you know, no big deal, right?
Exactly.
If it was only that fair, man. If we could,
right?
Yeah, if it was fair like that, like if they did something, we could do something, shit, we'd get away with everything.
Yeah.
They're the worst motherfuckers.
Yeah. The idea, I know I can't go back and be a permanent resident or become a U.S. citizen or anything like that, but at least I get a tourist visa where I can go, you know, come and go as I don't want to go live over there. I got my life already set here. You know, I got my company here. I got stuff that's really going. I can't just leave behind. So, and I know that if I go back over there and they give me a permanent resident or something, if I come back over here, they're gonna try and cut me, because they're gonna start thinking crazy shit about me coming back and forth, and you know how it goes. Okay. What else? You got anything for Tony?
Who, me?
No, Mike.
Oh, him.
Mike has anything for Tony.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were asking Tony if he had anything.
No. Oh, you. This is your show today.
So what, Anthony, what about your book? I think you've mentioned it with that armchair video that you did. Are you currently working on part 2, or are you getting ready to start work on it?
Yeah, I'm working on part 2. It's obviously slow. The story's there. It's not like you gotta figure out what to write, because it's in your head already. It's just getting the time to put it on paper. That's the tricky part, you know. But yeah, I've got all outlined. I wrote a few chapters already. But you know, sometimes it could be easier just to do an audiobook instead of writing this shit, and just talk it like we're talking now. I was thinking a different type of audiobook, huh, Carlos?
Yeah.
Just talk.
That'll be cool.
Just talk.
Well, we can do it in the studio here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
go to the studio and we'll take it out.
It'd probably take us about a week to do it.
No problem.
A few hours a day, sit down, talk shit, blah, 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 and go through the story, and now you got an audiobook.
I think it's more natural.
It is.
And rehearse stuff and all that. You know, it comes out better. You know? People
rather listen to someone telling a story than reading a story. It is completely different.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a lot of the reason why I like you guys' channel over a lot of the other channels that are out there, because the other ones, I think, try to not make it seem like it's scripted, but you'll see them glance around. And I know you guys have notes probably too, but it flows so much easier, and it's so much more natural with you guys than a lot of the other guys that are doing it.
Yeah, our notes or my notes. I know Tony's also. Tony forgets his notes all the time. It's just like I write the word. Like, for instance, I want to talk about that tsunami. You heard about? I just write tsunamis, and take it from there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, we start yapping about it. We start talking about it and what we know and everything. But we don't have anything. Okay, this is what we're gonna say. You know, no. It just comes out natural.
No time for that shit, huh?
Yeah, hell no. You know, we just kick it. You know, what city are you in? What city are you in? Mike?
I'm in I'm in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Wow.
All right, in the States. Good.
West
good, good,
Virginia.
good. Yeah. That's a Commonwealth state, no?
Yeah, and you know, I've only been here for 8 years. I'm initially from Baltimore. That's
Okay.
kind of where I got a little bit of, I guess, my street savvy, so I could even attempt to try to figure out that code. Uh, but we won't go into that.
Right.
I do plan in a couple of years. It is my goal to get down into Florida, Tampa area. So probably another year to 3 or 4, and I'm there.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Florida, everyone's coming down here. It's impossible to buy a house. Everything's, look, we'll say, for example, a house was 200,000 before the COVID. Now it's 500,000. Same fucking house.
Yeah,
My daughter, my daughter's into that. You know, my daughter's buying houses and renovating them and selling them
Yeah.
out. She just bought a house. I think it was 3 1/4 or something like that. She renovated it now. She just got a bid in for 7 1/4. Just like, I'm like, whoa, babe.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
She's
Nice.
lucky she could even find a house to buy, you know, to fix up.
Yeah,
because-
yeah. She's been lucky with that. She's been lucky with that. She's been buying her next door house, the house across the street. She's got like 2 or 3 houses right around her block. She owns one whole block already.
Wow.
That's
Doing
nice,
good.
you know? Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. She's a smart girl. Okay.
So let me
What-
ask you something, Carl. Carl, how the fuck did you know Virginia was a Commonwealth? Would you actually paid attention in school or what? Because I would have never known
No,
that shit.
because of the laws. I used to send dope up there.
Ah, you used to check shit out before you sent it up there, huh?
Yeah. I had a client. I think it was Virginia or West Virginia. I don't remember, but they told me it's a Commonwealth.
it was Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, he goes, if I get messed up there, man, I'm in trouble. That's Commonwealth.
What's the difference if you get called? I mean, if you get the feds, got to pick it up anyway.
Not necessarily. It's a
Well-
state case. Whoever initiates the case, I think. But like for instance, I think well, yeah, the laws are stricter. No, that's basically it. No, Mike.
Yeah, I think Virginia would be pretty aggressive with that. So, I mean, where you were talking earlier in videos about the state dropping it or going to the feds first and then the state taking and running everything concurrent. I don't know that would be an opportunity in Virginia because I think they would go after it and probably run your sentences wild, which means you never get out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I know they were rough there, so I made sure that my stuff was straight when this guy was heading over there. You know, I did pretty well there. I used to go to Philly most. You know, I used to go to Philly mostly. You know, but yeah, we did a couple things in Baltimore also. Baltimore was popping back in the days also. You know, they would pop up once in a while. Good work up there. Yeah, man. Clorox. I remember Clorox. We used to test bricks sometimes with Clorox. Now make sure it's get the junk out of it.
Yeah, the old Clorox test. People don't.
Just
probably-
test it on the spoon and stuff, and if all the dirt came out of it.
Yeah, for people don't know you. There was when you want to test powder to see its purity, you get a glass of Clorox or something, and you sprinkle. You try not to get any rocks because the rocks go down to the bottom, and you just sprinkle it in the Clorox and watch the milky trail go down.
Yeah.
The shit that floats is garbage. And
Garbage.
And what was the other one that would bring it back right away? Ammonia.
Ammonia. Yeah,
Ammonia
ammonia and Clorox.
Ammonia turns it into a rock instantly. Clorox doesn't bring it back.
No, it
But
just
ammonia
it takes out
Ammonia's
the garbage.
an instant cook.
Exactly. You know, and then I learned that the way they were processing over here, you can also test it with water. A spoon.
Yeah.
And then whatever would you see the what do you call it? You know,
Cut.
oil and water don't mix.
Right.
And basically the good coke was really oily. You know what I'm saying? So it would the oil would stay on top. I go, oh, okay. They have many ways of testing it, you know?
Yeah.
Without having to cook it.
The best one is that fucking thing the police got with the fucking, is it the blue and the blue or the red? I don't know which color it is.
It was the blue. It turns blue, you hit.
Yeah. And then the darker the blue, the better it is, right? Damn.
Oh man, you never messed around, Mike, right? You're just a historian.
Uh, yeah, I never messed around with what you guys are in. Probably, a little bit of weed here and there back in the day, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
How bad's the laws over there for weed? Is it bad?
I don't know now. It's been so long. I never got caught, and I never kind of, when I was involved, I didn't really worry what the laws were. I was just chasing the thrill, and I would have dealt what happened when it happened. But they're legalizing weed everywhere now, so I think the laws are actually a lot less stringent. There's actually some states that have laws on the books, but they won't prosecute you for under a certain amount of grams, whereas before they would have. And it's still a law on the books, but they just don't go after you for it.
Yeah, they're gonna leave that shit for guys that they don't like. So they'll pass it, but they'll leave the law in the book. And when they want you, they're gonna always refer back to the book. You're in that courtroom, it's you and the lawyer and the judge. And they go, well, you broke the law, motherfucker. Even though 90% of the population's doing it, they can still slam you, which sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. When you guys were talking earlier about letting some of these people out of these lengthy prison sentences that they got, it's ridiculous. They got put in when the laws were a certain way. Now they change them, and these poor people are sitting in there with real low amounts. And how about letting them out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's talking about prison sentences and stuff. I saw that the article you sent me, though. All those crazy people. It says the what are the most dangerous inmates in the world?
Oh, yeah, that was a YouTube video. I saw the one guy. The one guy looks like something out of a fucking horror movie, which he is.
He was in the Monsters, no, or something like that.
I don't think he was a real like dangerous criminal. He just looked like ugly. He was dangerous. He was just fucking, man, that poor guy. He played Lurch.
Yeah, there's no fucking Colombians in that list, man.
No. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It could have been an old video. And you had the Australian guy. I forgot his fucking name, but he was a badass.
Yeah, it was badass. It was a good video. It was a good video. You got anything else for us, Mike?
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question. When you were around Anthony and he was around the mafia, how did you feel you were treated not being Italian? In other words, did you feel like you got the same level of respect as a friend, and not the mafia meaning a friend of Anthony's, but being his buddy? Do you feel like they respected you and treated you well, or could you tell that it was on a different level?
Well, they didn't know me. They're just Chile knew of me. They didn't know me, and I didn't know them. And did they respect me? Damn right they respected me, because of the couple of incidents that we had. Once up in Philly, and then the incident that Anthony had down in Miami with Joey Flowers.
Yeah,
in Hollywood. I wasn't really part of the mob. I didn't care for it really. You know what I mean? I was on my end, them on their end, but Mike, Tony is my brother. You know what I mean? And I knew that he had relationships with them and everything, and I had his back, he had my back, and really I didn't respected. Yes, I was respected.
Yeah, there was no doubt they respected him. It's better when they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
But they know, but they don't know, because it's not like they can't go looking for you. They don't know they don't know anything about you. And when they saw the amount of money and the weight that was coming through with it, they were, especially in Chile. Thing about Chile was nobody fucked with Chile. I don't care. All these other guys down here, they could say this and say that, but Chile was a monster. Even from inside, he was running shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chile he was a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tough motherfucker. I'm glad I had Chile on my side than any of the other guys. No way I'd have picked anyone but him.
Stand up.
Now, did anybody ever try to get you, listen, I listened to Franchise say that he was told ahead of time, but it's not normal protocol that you're going to be proposed, but did anybody kind of ever lead on to you, Tony, that they might want you to come around and join the ranks of any of the families? Did anybody ever try to recruit you or try to get you into that?
My dad told me once when I was young, when I got out of prison, that was going to happen. Then I was hanging around Chile. He kind of didn't really say, but he was always saying, you know, you're with me, you're with me, you're with me. Well, I understood that. I understood that. That's fine. And we want to hear something funny is Joey Flowers, actually, when I was, because after this whole shit went down, I went to Japan and I got out. I went to prison and I was hanging around with Joey. And Joey tried to get me to be with them. You know, he was, come on, let me da 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 da. He saw the money. He saw what I was, you know, what I did to him. And you know, he got sick while he was in prison, and I think he didn't even make it out. But I wouldn't have went that route anyway. Just especially that late in the game. He got out in 2000, and I think he got out in either 2005 or 2006. And you know, what are you gonna do? Get out and start this shit? I just did all that time. Hell no, I didn't need the headache. Didn't need the headache.
And what about when you guys were, when you took that money over there to pay Carlos's ransom? When you saw Carlos and you guys were alone together, were you concocting any plans to say, hey, let's get these motherfuckers, you know, let's get out of here. How are we going to do that? Were you, I know you were worried about what was going to happen, and maybe Carlos thought once the ransom was paid, everything will be all right. But did you guys at any point in time say, hey, listen, we got to make a plan B in case this thing goes south?
Well,
No.
the backup we had also, and Tony was worried a little.
I was fucking worried. I was worried you were going to go and I was going to be left behind, motherfucker. That's what I was worried about. But there was no plans of getting out of there because there was no getting out of there. There was no getting out. Your ass was stuck in a fucking shack and the door's locked. You ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's you ain't going. And you're hoping, you know, you don't want to make a break for it because, you know, if they wanted to take you out, they would have taken you out right as soon as they got the money. So as time went by, you're thinking, all right, you know, they had the money for an hour. They got the money for 2 hours. They got the money for 3 hours. They could have fucking knocked us off right away. Got the money, boom, bye, see you later. So as the time went on, the more relaxed I felt. But I was still thinking they're going to let his ass out and leave me behind. That was my concern. He wasn't worried about.
Time went by. It didn't make you worry more because you're thinking, all right, they got the money. It's been an hour now. What are they waiting for? All right, it's been 2 hours now. What are they waiting for? I would have been like more nervous.
Yeah, no, they had to count it. That's first of all, and then they got to figure out how they're going to let you go and where they're going to do it. And Carlos had someone involved on the other end. Well, who was your guy to make sure nothing happens to these people. So they knew, Carlos's people knew what was going on, but they just didn't know exactly who or exactly where we were. So thank God for that, because you never know. But usually 99% of the time when you pay over there, they let you go. It's a business. You don't want to ruin your business.
Right.
Right. You pick them up, you pay, you let them go. If you don't let the guy go, then no, next guy's not going to pay you.
Right.
Right. Your word on the street goes no good. Fuck, some guys get picked up 3 times.
These guys that had me were worried. They were worried that nothing would happen to me because of the warning they got. Because when it was found out who had me, there was a message sent. Nothing better ever happened to that kid. You know what I mean? So they were worried that probably somebody was gonna come in and try to snatch me or take me away. You know what I mean? But once they got the money, they lowered down, but they still were taking cautionary steps. I'll tell you something that happened that's not even in the book or anything. This is post. They let me go and the kidnapping. The kid that was taking care of me, they called him the bitch in La Perra in Spanish, like the she dog, the bitch. They used to call him, and him and he was always on my side, taking care of me and all this stuff, right? As when I was leaving, I got the word, hey, you're leaving. I'm like, shit, all right, fine. I had a watch, and he was like, damn, that's a nice watch. I go, you want it? And I gave it to him. What some of the guys saw that, right? He accompanied me until they let me go. They just put the bag back on, brought me down from the mountains and everything, took me to the city, and in one of the traffic lights, get out, get out, get out. I just got out. And I left. He stayed in contact with me because I needed to funnel back into the line of where all this shit came from. You know what I'm saying? They knocked him off. They knocked him off. Why? They were cutting. They saw, the guy saw that I gave him a watch, and they saw that there was some type of friendliness. So they said, we got to cut these bridges, and they knocked them off. They knocked them off. So they were worried about any retaliations and stuff like that, you know. But it was a hell of a week and a half, huh? Experience of your life, Tony. I couldn't believe Tony went though.
Yeah, me the fuck either.
But I knew I wasn't gonna put him up to anything that I knew that he was gonna be in trouble or anything like that. I knew I had all my corners covered, you know, and my people knew what time it was.
Your corner's covered, motherfucker. Eddie Corner. I told you.
I got my ass picked up.
That's some funny shit. Oh well, we can laugh about it now.
Oh yeah, man. That shit wasn't funny back then.
No.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, that's that part. You know what I mean? And what else you got? What else?
So Mike, what are you looking? Have you ever been to South America? Mike, have you ever been to South America anywhere?
No, I have not. I think I've heard about Colombia. I heard it's beautiful over there. I know the weather's nice, especially during carnival time. It's a big party. So that's probably going to be 30% of my enjoyment. I think the other 70 is just going to be hanging out with you guys and talking and hearing your stories.
Beautiful. Do you have a passport?
I do.
You got vaccinated too, right? Unfortunately.
Passport, vaccination card. I told you I'm ready.
You're ready, man. I wish you said the ticket come tomorrow.
All right.
Excellent. Yeah, that's all you need. You're ready then. Then later on you just email us all the information for reservations and stuff like that, or you can do your reservations and just, you know, we take care of what however you want to do it. You know what I mean? Give us this information and we get the ticket and everything, set everything up over here.
Okay. Easy.
Okay, I don't know, however you want to do it. Okay.
And if there's anything you want to do or anything in particular, let us know, Mike. All right.
Yeah. You party, you're a party animal. What you're just laid back? What do you like to do?
Nah, I'm laid back. I used to be a party animal, but I didn't know how to act when I was younger. So I got a little bit more laid back as I got older.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Mike. All right, Mike. Well, Mike, congratulations again. I'm happy. I'm impressed the way you figured out the code. And I'll be seeing you soon. We'll be in contact. We'll write you an email in a little while with the information that we're going to need from you. Okay. So we can start getting your trip together. Okay.
All right. Thanks,
all right,
guys.
Mike.
It's really been a pleasure.
Thank you, buddy.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
You too.